You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this how we rocking. Real tinted up and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get into it. Y'all, so here go the long awaited reveal of the, you know what I'm saying, the whipski. There we go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a Passat. You know, nothing too crazy. You see the windows tinted, things of that behavior. You know, nothing too much, just something slight for now. And this how we gonna come up, you know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, so we gonna get into the video of how I started my clothing brand. So it was I want to say it was like late 2020, somewhere around January-ish. This one I had so the whole process was really unorthodox. Like, I didn't go in with a mindset like, okay, I'm about to start this clothing brand. It was just, I had a piece of clothing and I wanted to style it, and that it ended up looking better than I thought, and people around me wanted me to, like, you know, start selling it, things of that nature. So the item in question was the purple hoodie. I'm gonna put that right here. It was the purple very first Charlotte's Web hoodie, rhinestone hoodie. And the story behind that is I purchased the purple hoodie. I thought I just thought I would think of a fit with that plain purple hoodie. That'd be cool, but I just hated it when it came. I'm like, it's so boring, I can't really do nothing with this. So but at the time, my mom, she was really into sewing and things like that, so she had a bunch of supplies around. And if you're Nigerian, you know, like, they like a whole lot of bedazzled native clothing. So that's what she was working on at the time. So she had a whole bunch of rhinestones laying around. So I helped her apply some rhinestones to a couple of these garments before, so I knew how it went. And yeah, so I had an idea. I'm like, yo, this hoodie right here, rhinestones right here, let me think of something and you know, shake it up, spice it up a little bit. So went to my, I don't know how many of y'all know I can draw, things like that. So I sketched up a little design. I put that little paper here. I sketched up a couple designs actually. First design I sketched up was a spider web, 2 skeleton hands right here, and 2 skeleton hands on the hood. So yeah, that's what I ended up designing on the purple hoodie with the rhinestone. I was like, this pretty hard. I liked it myself. I didn't think it was like good enough to be selling and things like that. But my mom is really one that pushed it the most. She just really wanted me to start some sort of business. She real business savvy, so she knew I would catch on pretty quick as well. So yeah, so she kind of pushed me to kind of start up with that. My friends, people around me, they were my first supporters, you know what I'm saying? So I asked their opinions as well, because you know your mother gonna support anything you do. So I asked their opinions as well. They was like, yeah, I definitely buy that. So went ahead, created like 2 more designs, had 3 in total. Had like, I want to say 5 colorways. Yeah, like about 5 colorways. I had a wide variety of sizes just so I could try to reach all audiences. And before that even happened though, I had to figure out what hoodie I was gonna use, because mind you, I'm new to this. I ain't really planning on, you know, I ain't really having a tech plan or nothing like that. So I ended up not really asking nobody for advice, because nobody was really doing the same kind of thing I was doing at that moment, at least. So I asked my friend, he was already doing clothing. I just asked him where I could find blank hoodies, good quality blank hoodies. And I just took the rest from there. I sampled a whole bunch of brands. I sampled a whole bunch of hoodies before I decided on the brand that I ended up using for the beginning ones. Yeah, the ones I started with, they were solid. I got good reviews about the quality. The rhinestones, they bonded well, all the things of that nature. So yeah, by the time I got all these designs up and running, I made a sample in each color. I think I had a sample in each color just so I could do a quick little picture, quick little photo shoot, get a picture of them uploaded and things like that, so people can know what I'm actually selling. Finally got everything developed. It was like late April. So I'm like, okay, it was late April. I really wanted to release it late April. I don't remember the date exactly. It was that last week of April. That was my real target release date, but ended up having to finalize some things. Good advice to anybody starting up a brand or thinking about starting up a brand: take your time. Like, you might want to rush things and try to get some things started by a certain time, or just get something going by a certain time, but you don't control time. That's what you gotta realize at the end of the day. You just going with the flow. So whatever come, you gotta maneuver with it. So yeah, whatever came that month, I think I was real busy with track. I know I was running track at the time. So I go to practice. I was running track and I was going to work because I was saving for my car at that time, which didn't end up happening, but different story. So yeah, so I was doing a whole bunch of things at that time, so I didn't have too much free time on my hands. Any free time I had, I was working on those hoodies. So that's what took me so long to get those samples ready. But then yes, once I got the samples ready, I mean, by then I'd already produced like a good amount of hoodies, so I kind of fell into a rhythm. So but yeah, May 1st, that's when I had everything down packed, had all the samples, had all the pictures, everything ready, page created, you know what I'm saying? I was excited. May 1st, the earliest. I mean, that was literally the day after I had everything finalized. Dropped it May 1st that morning. Probably went to work after or something like that, knowing me. So yeah, I dropped that. I just let it do what it do. I mean, I wasn't too concerned. I mean, the same partner that told me about where to get hoodies, he was just real motivational to me that whole time. He was like just inspiring me. He gave me some real wise words of wisdom, so that just kind of pushed me forward. I mean, I wasn't too concerned about who supported me starting up. It was like I just paid attention to who supported me starting up, and then people, like, they still support me to this day. So I mean, it don't matter how you start, it's about how you finish. At the end of the day, you start off well. You can keep the customers from day one. You can get some more customers by day 100 of whatever customers it is, and you're gonna be able to keep them as well. So that's just how I look at it, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't too big on, who's supporting me, who's not supporting me, things like that. I ain't really focused on that because, like I said, I wasn't too focused on having a clothing brand in the first place. That wasn't just something I really wanted to do. It was just something I kind of stumbled into it, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, hoodies is fire, these are fire, but I'm like, it's kind of like summer now, so nobody really, I mean, everybody gonna wear a fly ass hoodie in the summer, in the middle of the summer with a hoodie on, you know, type shit. But everybody gonna wear a fly hoodie, depending on whatever the weather, and it's Atlanta, so niggas don't care. So, but on top of that, I was just thinking, like, I should have a wider variety of clothing, like not just hoodies. So I did some research on some mesh shorts. I did some t-shirts, and I did these hats right here. Actually, I had these hats, and I had different the same style hat. I mean, same color hat, but different design. That was all for the summer collection. That was the timeless summer collection. That was hard. I was real proud of that because I was just able to learn how to from scratch.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right, so a lot of the printing I do on most of my clothing, I do it myself just because I know how to. Why would I pay somebody else? Unless I want like a specific type of printing, like what is DTG, a screen printing, you know, embroidery, things like that. The things that I can't do, that's when I pay some other folks to do it. But if I can do it myself, best believe I will, because why not? So yeah, with the t-shirts, I think I sketched up, no, I didn't sketch up a design. I came up with I found some software online, some free software, made it real easy to design t-shirts. They had a whole bunch of fonts and designs, things like that. I'll actually put that link right here just for anybody. This is really the basic. Like if you really not trying to do too much, you're trying to like explore and trying to I would actually say start out with that just to get a kind of idea of what direction you need to go in, because it's real simple. Like, it's dummy proof, you know what I'm saying? And I needed the dummy proof because I didn't know what I needed. The dummy proof, dummy proof. So found that and created some t-shirts, but I made it work, you know what I'm saying? I made it work to the best of my ability, and I like the shirts enough to produce 6 of them, 6 different colorways. I think 3 of them were white, 3 of them were black. I was gonna pay somebody to produce them at first, but a friend of mine actually, she was like, I actually know how to do this, like exactly what you're trying to do. So I'm like, word? So yeah, she was like, yeah, just come over one day, I'm gonna show you blah blah blah, this and that. She showed me the step by step, like process by process. Shout out to her though, she the realest. She really the realest, because without her, it really ain't no Flies to Ambitious, you know? I mean, okay, it would have been Flies to Ambitious, but probably not as high caliber at its moment. I might not have developed to the point where I am now without her, let me say that. So shout outs to her for real. Yeah, so she actually showed me like how to print, how to cut out my designs, how to print them, how to put it on clothing and things like that. So that really helped me out starting out, and I used that to make my first batch of t-shirts. I mean, I ordered a mad t-shirts, mad vinyl, cut it out, you know, printing. Fell into a rhythm with that as well. That's the thing about it, making clothing. It is time consuming, but the more you do it, I mean, you really just gonna fall into a rhythm. It's like anything else you do. Like the more you practice, the better you get. So practice makes perfect. Over time, I could just measure it out with my eyes and be like, okay, this is centered, this ain't centered, things like that, and just notice little things. Like I just changed the hell out the angle, but I like the shirts I was producing. I was getting good reviews, things like that. So I had an advantage that I could make the t-shirts on my own, so I could produce like that. Man, I didn't have to buy like a great quantity to and then end up. The thing about buying bulk orders and things like that, when you're like a smaller brand, you don't have no certainty that you can actually push them. I mean, you might believe in yourself and the hustle and all this, and that's great, you know what I'm saying? That's a great quality to have, but at the end of the day, it's not certain, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to lose money starting out. That's just why you start out, you know what I'm saying? You want to maximize the money that you have to make more money, if that makes sense. So that was my whole thought process going in. And mind you, at the same time, I was saving for that car last summer. I was working within the parameters of that. The hats are the only thing I ventured a little bit out my little comfort zone with, because I had to go find somebody that could do embroidery. I mean, I found somebody, but it was a little bit of a process because I had to buy the hats first. Then I got to take it to the embroidery place. They had hats, but the price they were selling them, it didn't make sense. 9 times out of 10, you can get whatever you need cheaper if you go to a wholesaler. 1, find a wholesale website. 2, find a wholesale page or something like that. You can find a whole bunch of resources within your area. That's one thing I tell you. You don't got to go to California, Florida, South Carolina, Pakistan, even at that, because a whole lot of manufacturers out in Pakistan. So you don't got to go far to get like good quality clothing. If you just know what you're doing and pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Sample your clothing. Make sure you're trying to produce quality over quantity every time. That's how you keep a customer. That's how you build your clientele. That's how you build your brand. Things like that. You become reputable at some point. So I kind of had that early on just by the fact that I was hand making everything. I'm kind of a little bit of a perfectionist, so that kind of really helped me out with my brand to grow, because I had some real good quality for somebody starting out. I dropped like 2 collections within maybe 3 months of me having a brand, or me officially having a brand. So that was like kind of major, you know what I'm saying? So that collection right there, Timeless, is actually what I ended up taking to Tuskegee in the fall when I moved in. Yeah, so basically, I'm not really too sure where I left off, but right, so that was the collection I ended up taking to Ski, Timeless. The shorts, the mesh shorts, the t-shirts, these trucker hats. So on top of that, I actually felt like the collection, I really wanted to do some sweat shorts. That's what I really wanted to do last summer. I did mesh shorts because I couldn't find any sweat shorts that I liked the quality of enough, or the length enough to actually drop and release them. So ended up doing the mesh shorts. They came out nice, but by the time I went back to school, I found a manufacturer. I found a couple of them actually, but I found the one I ended up choosing around the same time I was going to school. So we've been talking and stuff. I sent him a couple of my designs. We discussed what I was actually going for, things of that nature. I bought the sample for the, I don't know if y'all remember the black and gray shorts. I mean, I sold a lot of those on campus, so I don't know how many of y'all really know about them. But yeah, I had some black and gray. Not black and gray, but I had black and gray. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, ended up releasing those. They ended up releasing with a collection that came out in October, because I think that's when I finally managed to get all of that settled in, get all of that started up. It was like October-ish, because yeah, dealing with a manufacturer, that's a new process. It really ain't no straightforward guide. I would really say trial and error. That's how you really learn how to maneuver with that. You know, you got to be real specific about what you want. If you have specs, like design specs, like down to the dimensions, how long you want this to be, how long you want that to be, how wide you want this to be, things of that nature. You know, all of that's important. If you got, the more specific you can be, the more satisfied you're gonna be. I'll say that. So I wasn't very specific. I'm not gonna lie. I was with the first order, I guess, but the sample order came out perfect. You know what I'm saying? The sample shorts I got, they were perfect. I'm like, okay, cool. Now make me 30 of these. That's basically what I said. I mean, I didn't think there was any miscommunication there, but I don't know what happened along the lines. the measurements were off when I received them, but I was able to alter those. It wasn't not major, they were just a little longer than I wanted them to. So I was able to alter those and altered all 30 of them. That was a little process, but this is what you gotta do sometimes. I would really say a clothing brand in college is like one of the smartest business plans, business moves you can make. You get a real good majority of your audience at school right there, because what you have like 18, a couple of them 17, but basically from 18 to about, depending on your degree, let's say 23. Let's say about 23-year-olds. All of them on campus right there. If you know how to promote your stuff, which you should, it's not difficult. You just gotta speak to people, network, you know what I'm saying? Speak to people is very important, right? So I was talking about networking, and yeah, I mean, it's not easy to break out your comfort zone. That was one thing about myself. I try to not really change, but try to enhance when I went to high school, because I realized that was really, I mean, not high school, when I went to college, because I realized that's really how I'm gonna get most of my clientele. Word of mouth. Word of mouth travels way faster than social media. Social media is so easy to scroll past, you know what I'm saying? Ignore somebody can send you a post, you might not even open it till like a couple days. So if I got some information for you now and I see you, I'm just gonna give you that information. That was my whole thought process behind that. So on top of that, I had stickers. So I was working on networking and things like that. Learned how to hustle for real. I mean, I was really just on my grind. It wouldn't be convenient for me to work a job out there with no car. So that was my workaround for that. And that was where I was able to manage my time very well with architecture. This was something that wasn't too much, put too much stress on me, so I could really handle both. You know what I'm saying? I had a big project to do, I had mad orders to do. I still, you know what I'm saying? I'll still be able to get both done and still get a good night's sleep. You know what I'm saying? Still go out that weekend, things like that. So I ain't really want nothing that was gonna stress me out too much, but just a good amount of stress to keep me on my toes, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I strive under pressure. I'm really contradicting myself about saying you gotta spend time with it, but at the same time, don't be too meticulous. Everything not gonna be down to the perfect detail, you know what I'm saying? So it can be, if you spend that much time with it, that's great, you know what I'm saying? That's a great quality to have, but at the same time, I mean, you just gotta realize when to stop working, you know, when you can stop working. Not every detail matters though. That's what you gotta realize. Like I was saying before, you can't be too meticulous, because nothing gonna be perfect. At the end of the day, that's how you learn, you know what I'm saying? If you drop a product, okay, say you forgot to embellish your clothing brand right here, and you see it on somebody else's thing, and you like, dang, my shirts don't got that. My shirts suck. Nah, that ain't the case. Your shirt's still hard, you know what I'm saying? But now, next time you gonna make an even harder shirt, because you done messed up the first time because you weren't perfect. And when you weren't perfect, it gives you the ability to learn. And when you get the ability to learn, I mean, you really limitless, you know what I'm saying? When you're like, it be days at a time, I just be learning. I go online, I go on YouTube, I go on TikTok. It's mad things to learn on TikTok, honestly, from a whole bunch of bigger clothing brands than myself. A whole lot of things to learn like that. Halfway through fall semester, fast forward, October-ish, I made my website. I had, before that, I was taking orders through Instagram DMs and Cash App or Apple Pay or Zelle or Cash, however you have money. Payment, money ready, I was taking your order. It's mad hot. Money ready, I was taking your order. It wasn't too much to it. All right, yeah, but as for my car, right, so this summer, my goal was, my main major goal was to get myself a vehicle, a car, before I went back to school in Tuskegee, because it was a cool semester. I made the right friends. Not to say that like I just used them all the time for transportation. We just happened to be going places together all the time, so it didn't really feel like I was left out of nothing, which is what I thought would happen with me not having a vehicle. But yeah, I mean, I was still able to enjoy my first year, but me, I just don't like depending on people. I'm not that kind of person. I went ahead, saved up, worked hard. I just did a whole lot of hustling since I've been home, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot of hustling here and there, doing whatever it takes. I'm hustling right now, believe it or not. Just been making money all day, actually. So yeah, so I figured out the whole process, buying a car. It was a long process, low-key, but you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it worked out, because I'm very happy with my car. I don't know if y'all can tell, but you know what I'm saying, it's really my whip. It's really like, it's me, you know what I'm saying? That's just a great feeling. And yeah, I'm real satisfied with my purchase, you know what I'm saying? So other than that, I mean, it really ain't too much to that. If you're looking to buy a car, start looking. You know what I'm saying? It helps when you have like, hold on, let me leave this area. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. It helps when you know kind of what you're saving for. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause then you have a goal. For one, you like have a kind of picture in your head of a goal that you're saving up for type shit. And then on top of that, you know how much you're saving. Cause last summer I really had no clue how much I really needed to buy a car. I was just saving money for it. So at a certain point, it was kind of just like I just had the money and I didn't even know what it was really going towards. So last summer, that's a part of another reason why that didn't really go too far. I don't think I was as serious as I was this summer. So, damn nigga, move. I don't know, I really don't got too much to say on that. I got a car. I'm lit. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't copped Fly Alone mesh shorts, still available. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole lot of flavors, whole lot of colors, whole lot of, you know what I'm saying? I put my seatbelt on because I'm finna dip. But yeah, we have a whole lot of colors, you know what I'm saying? We got some graphic tees still on hand. Women's sets still going crazy, you know what I'm saying? But y'all stay tuned in. Towards the end of the month, I'm working on some new stuff. It should be ready by the end. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. If you're watching the videos, you get to know early, because a lot of people, I'm not posting this for a while until it's really developed. But yeah, I got a whole lot of ideas in my head. I got some designs on my computer. I'm gonna move the ideas in my head to the designs on my computer as well. So I have all of that pretty much ready real soon. So y'all stay tuned, and appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. And this has been another day in the life with the Don. Peace out. I feel like I've been driving for like an hour now, bruh. This long ass, straight ass road. You know what I'm saying? Alright, man. Check the fit though.